I got video and my haul from the Warren Elks comic book and toy show, and a couple things I picked up from the Dixie Land flea market. It was a comic show, toy show. So let's check it out. Hey, thanks for checking out my comic closet. I'm Lynn. I'm going to show the books I picked up, actually from the Warren Elk comic book and toy show, and from the Dixie Land flea market toy and comic show. Actually, it was March 16th for the Warren show, and the day before for Dixieland. But I've been trying to get this video out, and it's taken a while. So here we go. Hope to get it out before morning, because tomorrow morning I'm going to be going to the Detroit comic book show. That's going to be April 12th. So I hope this is out by then. It's going to be a great show done by Marty Herchick. He actually did the Warren Elk show too. Let me just do that real quick. There's the Detroit comic book and toy show, April 12th. Got some great guests there. And of course the Motor City Comic Con is coming up in May what? 16th through the 18th. And these are a couple of cards from other stuff. All right, so before we get going, I'm going to actually talk about these books I have back here real quick, because I didn't last time. These are all my older slabs, I guess. Everything before 1979 or 1979 and before, I believe. All right, up in the top corner up there, you can see it's the King Size Special, Hulk #1, with the awesome cover. It's a CGC 6.5, 25-cent book at the time, and that was from October 1968. And then there is the X-Men 55 there, 12-cent book. It's CGC 5.0, and that's from April of 1969. And that's when Alex Summers, I guess, discovers he's a mutant. Before he's Havoc, but when he discovers his power. And then the next one is that Mighty Thor 165. That's a CGC 4.0. And a 12-cent book also. And that's the first him after he's out of the cocoon. And then there is my, the Marvel Spotlight, #5, Marvel Spotlight on Ghost Rider. First appearance of the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. That's a 20-cent book there. 2.0 CGC. That's from, August? I think August of 72? 872, yeah. And then the next one is actually a DC book. Kamandi, The Last Boy on Earth. That's Jack Kirby art and all that. I think some of this other stuff might be Jack Kirby. But that's a 20-cent book. It's in a CGC. Actually, this is in CBCS, the Ghost Rider, CBCS 2.0. But the Commande is in the CGC 9.0. And that's from, October, November of 72. And it's the first Commande. But it's Jack Kirby. And then this is the Crypt of Shadows, #2. It's a CGC 8.5, and that's from March of 73. Oh, and it's a Jim Starlin and an Everett cover. It was a 20-cent book. And then Devil Dinosaur #1 here, which is in a CGC 9.2. That's from April of 78. And that's the first Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy 35-cent book. And then down below here is these are all ASM except for the one in the end. This is ASM 10, First Enforcers, the CGC 3.0, and it's a 12-cent book. And then there's #12, which is CGC 2.0, unmasked by Dr. Octopus. I think it's the third Doc Ock. That's from May of 64, another 12-cent book. And then this is a ASM 20, and that's a that's a CBCS 2.0. Oh yeah, I got there. And that's from January of 1965, 12-cent book. And that's the first Scorpion. First appearance of Scorpion, and he's on the cover. And then I have the Amazing Spider-Man 59, which is in a CBCS 6.5. That's from April of '68. Right, and that's a 12-cent book. It's the first Mary Jane on the cover. It's a great cover. And then there's, what is that one there? Amazing Spider-Man 85. That's in a CGC 8.0. That's from June of 1970. That's a 15-cent book. It's a great Kingpin cover. And I think that's where they realize the schemer is Richard Fisk, I think Fisk's son, Kingpin's son. Oh, and then there's Amazing Spider-Man 122, the CGC 7.0. That's from July of 1973, 20-cent book, and that's the death of the Green Goblin. And the book previously, of course, is Death of Mary Jane. And down at the end is Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 30. No, it's not number 30. Oh, Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, number 1. Oh, okay, yeah, right there. 30-cent book. In a CGC 9.2. That's from December of '76. Buscema and Esposito art. Buscema and Romita cover. Oh, and I think it says Jerry Conway story. So anyway, that's the books I have up there. Plus I also have, this one is Iron Man and Submariner, number 1 in a 6.5, CGC 6.5. This actually came out before either one of them had their own title. And then this is actually the first like Silver Age or vintage book I sent in. Tales to Astonish 74 in a 4.5, CGC 4.5 off-white pages, which I bought this, I think, on Pristine Auctions. I was thinking it might come out to a 5.55, but like I said, it's the first old book I sent in. But that leads me up to this. If you want to be in the running to win this book, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to My Comics Closet. And in a couple weeks, I'm going to do my giveaway for this. Or I got a couple other books I put in if you want to make a different choice. But I'd appreciate if you subscribe, give me a like, a thumbs up down below, comment, and share it out there for me. Let everybody know I got this contest going on. I'm going to do it, I think, like right after Easter here. And yeah, okay, so I went to the Dixie Land flea market, which is just 4 or 5 miles up the road from me. I've been going there since I was a kid. It used to be an old grocery store and an old department store, but it's been the flea market for a long time. They got a lot of stuff in there, so I got some video of it I'm going to show. They actually also have, if I can get this out. They have a dedicated comic shop in there, which is Carl and Frank's Comics and Collectibles. I mean, and it's big. Well, you'll see here. I got the video I'm going to show going into the flea market. I go to Carl and Frank's. They got their comic shop like right in the middle of the flea market, basically. And then I did a little loop and over to where the show was, which is like they have a room off to the side, their little event room. So, well, let's check that out. And then we'll check out what I picked up. So, here we go. Morning. go. Alright, so that was the flea market and the show. Actually, there's a lot more of the flea market. I did a little loop around past, like I say, the comic store, and then I walked over to the event room and I taped on the way over there. But I don't know if you saw the one part where I did like the Time Warp Golden video. I think the guy's name was George. Anyway, that guy there, he said those boxes had all these slabs in there, and I forget what he said. I think they were like $50 each or 3 for $100. And I was kind of in a hurry because I had to go to a funeral that afternoon at noon. So I got over there at 10 right when it opened, walked around for a little while, and then I grabbed these 3 books from him. Because they were in a box full of slabs, and they were 3 for $100. So I grabbed 3 of what I thought were the best ones that interested me. So the first one I got is this from the Ren and Stimpy show. What is it? Powdered Toast Man Special, number 1, in a 9.2, CBCS 9.2. And I think he said these are all CBCS because he got them from Cody Lockwood. I think Lockwood Loot, or a lot of them. So anyway, I grabbed this up. It's kind of a silly thing. I never watched much Ren and Stimpy, but I have a bunch of books that are, like related to movies, TV, cartoons, stuff like that. And then I grabbed this one, which is Rob Liefeld's Youngblood, number 1, in a 9.4, right? Yeah. And the kind of weird thing about this is it actually is a flip book, kind of. Because it's got the other cover on the other side that's upside down. You gotta go like that and see it. So, that was pretty cool. I don't know. I guess. I've got all these books. I've got all the old Image stuff from when it came out back in the 90s. So, but I thought that was a pretty good grade. Like I say, I got them all, basically $33 each. But this was the biggest one I got. I don't know. It was a pretty good book. This is Carnage, Black, White, and Blood number 3 in a 9.8, CBCS 9.8. And it's, a 9.8 for basically, I think, less than case cost, right? You got to figure almost $50. Cover art by Greg Smallwood. I don't see anything else really special about this book. Any kind of appearances. Creator's notes and everything. But anyway, so those are the 3 slabs I grabbed at the flea market show, the Dixie Land flea market show. I think they have another one coming up, like in July. I'll have to look that up. We'll talk about that more down the road. But all right, so now, well then, the next day, I actually went to the Warren Elks comic book and toy show, which is run by Marty Herchick, and he's got the big show, which is going to be tomorrow morning. Hope to get this out. By today, this morning is going to be Saturday, April 12th. This is actually Friday, April 11th. And go to that show if you get a chance. It's going to be a great show. Be a bunch of horror artists there. These over here. Steve Bama, I think, is going to be there. A horror artist who does some pretty cool stuff. I bought this shirt from him. He's got all the Universal monsters and plus a lot of other pretty cool looking art. But I wanted to get this shirt. I was going to put it on, but I haven't got it on yet. So anyway, this is actually the shirt I wore to that show. That kind of been saving. I think I had a picture of me at the show there. But anyway, besides that, I'll show you the video of the show. Now I got a lot of video about most of the vendors. I think I got almost all the vendors. So we'll show that, and then we'll show the haul. I got quite a bit of stuff here. So let's check it out.
Or like, you know, like Jeff
No, I just do a video. I make a video.
But I would go,
Frank is not.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, how's it
All
going?
right.
he was standing at one time.
All right, how are you?
Good.
Underdog King.
Yes, yes.
I remember that. Well, I bought those Dazzler books. The Dazzler Era issue. That's what it was. Wow, you're on it.
Oh, I see.
Uh-oh. On somebody else's channel now. that was the show. It's a pretty good show. I mean, they do it, I think, like 3 or 4 times a year. I think the next one is going to be June 22nd for the Warren Elks. I think I got a thing over there. So let's check out what I picked up there. Like I said, I showed you the shirt. I picked up the shirt from, I think it's Steve Bama. But I also, and he's also going to be at this Detroit show. Where am I? The Detroit Comic Book Show. Let me look real quick here. Right, yeah, Steve Bama, Classic Horror. Greg Boldman, who does Archie Comics. Rob Dale, author of Fanzine Price Guide. Mark Dancy, says Illuminato. Don England, a horror artist. He's been in a lot of them too. Matt Fiesel, which I've got the shirt. It says Have a Day. He does The Cynical Man, which is a stick figure comic book. Dan Fogel of the Underground Comics Price Guide. He does that. Bill Morrison, who does the Simpsons books. And I have a Simpsons book I'm going to take to get him to sign. Johnny Necro, which says he does the Frozen Dead. But actually, I just friended him on Facebook. He's got a whole Johnny Necro, I forget what he calls it now. Some kind of a horror page group thing. And then Mark Thompson says Topes Art. So, we can get to that tomorrow. I'm going to try to get this out tonight. Might be late tonight, but in the morning, if you see this and you're in the area, head down to Dearborn. Check out the comic book show. So, all right, these first books I picked up from Drew Troit Comics. Andrew's got a nice booth there, and I did remember who he was. I think I don't know where he was. I did pick up, actually, the first thing was this Walking Dead Deluxe, #1, which I do have. I have graded in a 9.8, so this is basically like a reader copy. I sold my actual Walking Dead #1 years ago, just before the show came on TV, because I was laid off at the time, and so I was selling comics on eBay, and I sold that for, I don't know, like $360 at the time, which helped pay for my bowling. So I made it through, and then I picked this one up, and I thought it was kind of cute. Wolverine and Deadpool World War III, which is the variant edition of the best friend necklace. You know Wolverine and Deadpool are best friends. All right, and then, I picked up this Mighty Thor. What is the Mighty Thor? What number is that? I forgot now. 339, but it's the first appearance of Stormbreaker. The battle axe that he uses now. He does use that in the movies. That's what he chopped Thanos' head off with, right? Finally. Should have went for the head the first time. And then this was the big book I bought from Drew Troit. Was this Punisher #1 of the 4-issue miniseries. I think that's Mike Zeck art also, and it's in Uzi. But he had $50 on it. I think I got it for 45. I think I might have paid $10 each for those. Those books are all in a very nice shape, though. So those are the books I got from Drew Troit Comics. Those 4 books. These, can't think of the guy's name now. Let's do that. But he was up in the very front of the show. I got some video or a picture. I'll do a screenshot of him real quick. But these books I got from him, and I think I was looking at this one book that I wanted to get from him, but then I bought a little bundle. I think he had these for like $5 each, or 5 for 20. Isn't that what I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I bought these. They're like the collected editions, or prestige editions, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what you call them. But this is Angela, the image book. Angela, the miniseries storyline. Like I say, they were less than $5 each. Beautiful book. They're really nice shape. I got that one. And then I picked up, this Tales to Astonish. Got the Hulk and Ant-Man and the Wasp story. I've seen that a lot. I think it's a cool looking cover. And I was getting 5 of them, because I grabbed these 3. I saw these I wanted to get, but then since it was a deal on 5, I got this Batman Judge Dredd, Judgment in Gotham. Oh, and this is Simon Bisley art, who's famous for doing Lobo. I've got some books with the Lobo's back series. signed by Bisley. Okay, and then there's this Batman Judge Dredd, Vendetta in Gotham. Oh, and this is Mike Mignola cover. I like Mike Mignola's art too. I mean, kind of, I don't know, Nietzsche kind of, I don't know, but he does the Hellboy. A lot of that, I think he created Hellboy, right? Okay, and then this one is Batman Judge Dredd. Well, Batman Judge Dredd, The Ultimate Riddle. Not sure who did all this art. Kind of a cool book, though. And then oh yeah, okay, I did get these. And then I bought this. It's a Joe Kubert cover, but it's DC 100-page Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle. I have a lot of Tarzan stuff. I like that cover, Joe Kubert cover. And I also got, oh, the Spider-Man movie special, Spider-Man 1. It's actually Walmart exclusive, official movie adaptation comic book, not for resale. I think it came in like a special edition CD thing. Because I think I have that, and I think I have this book in it, but it's all together. But that was, what do you see? Well, we got 5 on it, but I think I got it for less than that. I forget what the deal was. I know the first ones were 5 for 20, and then I think I paid another 20 or something. This says 20 bucks, but I didn't pay 20 bucks for this. I think I might have paid 10. I think you might have had 50% off on this or something, some of them. Anyway, this is Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man number 24. And I think it's, I don't know if it's the first one, but it's the Hypno Hustler issue. It says 20 bucks on it, but I don't know. We'll see. And then, oh, and this is the one that I grabbed. This is why I was looking at his booth. Is I grabbed this. X-Men 4, Jim Lee art. I had the shirt on, and this is actually a newsstand. So I grabbed that up while I was running around there that day. Okay, so that's that. And now these I got. Let's see now. I don't remember where I got these from. But I'm not sure. Anyway, I got these 4. Was Jamie or not? Anyway, this was the bigger book, isn't it? I got these in here backwards for what I wanted to do. But we'll do it this way. First, okay, another. It says Judge Dredd's Crime File, which is actually bigger than the book. This is a big, almost like a magazine style. And I think this is different art, right? Oh no, this is Ballard. So I grabbed that because it was really pretty cheap, I think. Had on it, and then I always grab these, which is Fantasy Masterpiece Silver Surfer 10. I didn't even look very much. I guess these are both direct, basically. And then Fantasy Masterpiece Silver Surfer number 7. It's kind of hard to find the higher numbers of the Fantasy Masterpiece, I believe, and the lower numbers of the original series. And then I grabbed this, which is the book I wanted to get. It says 60. I think I got it for about 45. But this is Incredible Hulk number 107. Hulk versus the Mandarin. I just thought that was a cool cover too. Great colors in it. So then I'm trying to look through and see if I remember who I got these from. These I don't remember now. If I remember, I'll put the picture up. Oh yeah, I got it from these. Or if I got them from you and I don't remember, comment below if you see the video. But anyway, I grabbed this, which is kind of a crazy, gory cover if you want to avert your eyes from this, but it is nasty looking. Night of the Living Dead, Death Valley, I think it's #1. Avatar book. I collect a lot of zombie stuff. I like that gory zombie stuff. Just kind of crazy. Because also I got this, which is Walking Dead. The original Walking Dead. What number? Oh, 171. Fear the Princess. Which I think this is a variant cover. It says Skybound, and it's actually signed by, what did it say it was signed by? Oh, Steve Guardiano. It's 158 of 250. 158 of 260. But anyway, I've got the whole Walking Dead series except for #1 now, I think. I might not have, maybe I don't have the very first dozen issues. But anyway, I got that one signed by Steve Guardino. See, it says $2 comic. Well, this is my Amazing Spider-Man 137, where he's fighting Green Goblin. But if you see, somebody colored in Spidey's eyes with a pen. I think there's a pen written in down there. It's got some damage to it, but it's, I think I got it for $1, a couple dollars, I don't know. But anyway, I've got these. Oh, this is CSI Crime Scene Investigation. #1 of what? Does it say 1 of? 1 of 5. But I don't think I have that one. That's got like the whole team photo cover. Anyway, then this is Nova 15, which is I bought, there's all 3 of these. I bought this whole little Nova series, Nova 15, Nova 14, and Nova 13, which, get an alert, which are all Silver Surfer, it's a Silver Surfer storyline. They got some cool looking Silver Surfer covers. Then I got this, Secret Wars 2, #1, it says key, first appearance of Thunder Sword, Stuart Cadwell. First appearance of the Beyonder in physical form. I don't think I have a #1. I might have a #1. But anyway, I grabbed the #1. And then I grabbed this. This is Fantastic Four #350. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Great Thing cover. Doom cover in the background. I always liked the Thing out of the Fantastic Four. I always loved the Fantastic Four as a kid. Alright, so here's Secret Wars 2, #2. This kind of I bought as a reader. And then I have this Bartman #1, which I may take and get it signed by Bill Morrison tomorrow. I moved it before I put this in, didn't I? And then I got this Forbidden Planet #1. It was $10. I think I only paid $6 or something for it. Which I always loved the Forbidden Planet movie. I think it's kind of what Star Trek was based on. And Robbie the Robot, and also Lost in Space, because a robot. And this got some great colors. It's a pretty book. I don't think it's really old or anything, but. And then here is Marvel Secret Wars, Superhero Secret Wars #3, the first series. Alright, so now these books, I do know who I got them from, because I got them from, Star Spangled Comics and Collectibles. They have a big booth right up front. And, I mean, he had a whole pile of Amazing Spider-Man. And actually, I bought all these, and then I put them in, I guess it was for my birthday. My daughter bought me some bags and boards and some other stuff. I showed that in the video back in March. My birthday was the end of February. But she had ordered a bunch of top loaders, and they didn't come in yet. So they came in a couple weeks ago. So as I was going through these books, I put all these Amazing Spider-Mans that I bought, which they were all marked, I think, at $10 each, except for one. I think one of them was $5. They're all in really good shape. They're all like, you know, mid to high 100s Spider-Man books. So I bought like $100 worth. I think I got 10 of them or something. But anyway, this is Amazing Spider-Man 144, which is where he thinks it's Gwen. They think Gwen's back, or whatever. And Amazing Spider-Man 139. Maybe they get lower. I thought they were higher numbers. It's over here. Amazing Spider-Man 116. Amazing Spider-Man 112. Okay, now we're going up. See, I put them in the wrong order. Amazing Spider-Man 151. Classic reminder cover there, I believe. I think I have that, but low grade. Amazing Spider-Man 152. Which is a cool Shocker cover. Don't think I have that one. Amazing Spider-Man 154. Fighting Sandman in his crazy green costume. Amazing Spider-Man 182. Fighting the Rocket Racer. Spider-Man 183. He's still facing Rocket. Or he's still fighting the Rocket Racer, but now the big wheel is going to get him. The big wheel. And then I always thought this was a cool cover. I don't think I have it. And Spider-Man 198. Mysterio is deadlier by the dozen. And then Amazing Spider-Man 199. Where he's fighting Mysterio. Still. Oops, I have these in reverse order of what I wanted to show here, but we'll do that really quick for the last books I got. I got from Scott Burnham. And I actually went in to do a trade. So this show, when I took my Silver Surfer 1, you know, original series, and it was a 4.0, and my Wolverine 1, the first full series, which was a newsstand and an 8.5. And I wanted to know if he wanted to trade, because he had this on the wall. And he had everything on his wall had 50% off. Except this book said not 50% off. And it was actually marked at $800. Which of course is the first Doc Samson. And it's in really nice shape. I might make a 9. Might make a 9. But anyway, I traded him both those books, Silver Surfer 1 and a 4.0, and Wolverine 1 and an 8.5, plus $100. And I got this book, which, like I say, he had marked 800, but it's less. And I got this book, which is marked at 40. So I think I did give him $20 for that, too. I think I went back and grabbed that. But that was half price, marked at 40. But that's also another great cover. And it's in really nice shape, too. I always love that cover. I think they're in, what's the Microland? That's a Herb Trimpe cover. Oh, what's tiny? Wherever the Fantastic Four took one there. I think that's where the Nightcrawler's from. That Nightcrawler. Then they came up with the new Nightcrawler. Way later. So, that's everything I picked up at those shows. It was a really great time. Appreciate you checking me out here. And keep on coming back to my comics closet. For great comics and comic collecting right out of the closet. So, thank you.